The first thing, and this is one that we're going to spend a little time on.
Okay.
You should not have a contact us page in your navigation.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not saying you shouldn't have a way for people to get in touch with you.
Okay.
Let's clarify that.
That's what I thought you were. That's where I thought this was
That's
going.
not it.
Okay.
We need to have a sales conversion point in the navigation. So if you look at that main navigation bar, you start with your logo. That's always going to, what does that bring you back to, Alex?
The homepage.
The homepage.
Yeah.
And then we end it with the sales motion. So it's got to be request a quote, request an estimate, talk to us, get an expert, whatever it is.
Right.
It's got to be that button. And I say button specifically at the end of your navigation. It should never be contact us. That's everything. That's general. That's people looking for an address, for a fax number if you still do that type of thing. Mm-hmm. But it's not where we can optimize for the sales journey. And that is a very big thing that we talk about. And I see it on almost every single website that comes to us.
Yeah.
You should still have a contact us page. It should not be the most important thing in your call to action. It should not be the thing that we drive everyone to.
Yeah, like it could be in the footer or something like that. It doesn't need to be up front. So you're really talking about getting strategic with that header bar, what buttons are up there that people click on, and not having like a million different tabs and options. So it's like the Cheesecake Factory menu of craziness, and nobody knows what to do. Or
That's it.
Yeah,
you have too many options up there.
Yeah.
They're not going to choose.
Yeah.
So contact us, drop it in your footer, drop it under about us in your main navigation in the drop downs there. That's fine.
Okay.
People will go there when they are looking through that part of the journey.
Sure.
But the last thing in your navigation should always be, how do I get in touch with sales? How do I start that sales motion? Because it has a lot of things that need to be addressed before they're going to be warm enough to actually do it.
Yeah.
We as humans don't like giving anyone our information. No one likes filling out forms. No one likes reaching out because we don't like getting sold to.
Yeah, I don't want to get spammed.
No.
No thanks.
We don't want to get spammed. We don't want to get 3 phone calls from the sales dude that's trying to one call close us. And taking that anxiety away and actually calling it out and saying, hey, this is what's going to happen specifically once you fill out this form.
Right.
We're going to call you in 30 minutes, 15 minutes. We're going to call you right away. That's something we do. We'll call you within 5 minutes usually if you fill out that form.
Right.
So we need to actually say what that looks like. Make it crystallized both in text and in video so that we can hear a human that I might interact with. If you go to our site, you're going to see Becca talking through what the experience is going to be, what those conversations will look like,
Right.
and ultimately what the outcomes should be.
Yeah. So really just setting the expectation.
It's being human.
We have a really exciting announcement for all of our viewers and listeners out there. The new book, Endless Customers by Marcus Sheridan and the team here at Impact, comes out in April of 2025, which is really exciting. But you know what's more exciting? You can go right now, today, to endlesscustomers.com and pre-order your copy. And if you do so, there's all sorts of great bonus content that you're going to get that you wouldn't normally get if you don't pre-order. So again, go to endlesscustomers.com and pre-order your copy today so you can learn how to earn trust and win more business in the age of AI.